Yay! Does it seem forced?
Packing is fun.
I hate that. I hate packing.
Welcome to season 4.
4?
4. Believe it or not, it's 4. Season
Crazy.
4. Yes. And I got to put some notes here to keep track of what we've done in the last week. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Long week. The beginning of the season is always a tough one. So we started up, we drove to Roseburg and went to our favorite Mexican restaurant, Mariachi Loco. That's a great place. And then the next day to Anacortes and meet the boat in the storage yard.
Where you should mention, we're not sure who forgot the boatyard key, but one of us did, and it almost resulted in
Luckily, North Harbor Diesel found someone that had a key and came and got us. So we stay at our friends Julie and Leanne's place, which is great. So helpful.
I'm so grateful for their hospitality. It is such a nice place to stay.
It's a beautiful place,
and
it's so nice to have a place to stay while the boat's on the hard still, because we can't stay aboard the boat yet. It's in the yard. And
the house is in my ideal neighborhood if we ever move here. So.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
We went out to Tasha Lee's Table, which is a restaurant there in Anacortes. Anacortes has so many great restaurants, and that's one of them. Then the next day we went to Brown Lantern with Charlie and Janelle from It's a Yacht and Wayne from Reveille.
Yeah.
And that was really great.
I mean, that's one of the great things about doing this channel is we get to meet people. And so, yeah, when we come back up here, we're getting to meet up with
right. And they both have
new
navigators,
friends
too. So it's great that we can, trade information on those. And then Monday night, we went out with Paul and Allison from Salish Sea. They've got a 45 North Pacific, beautiful boat also.
Well, I guess there's a picture, but they gave us cheese.
Oh, yes. We'll have to show the cheese.
Exactly.
It's supposed to have 3 more weeks, I think, to
We'll have a big
cure.
reveal when I open up the brie. So.
Right. And I went to Dad's Diner for that, and that was really good.
It was good.
That was a really cool place. In between all that, we were getting the boat ready in the yard while it's on the hard, so we can do some stuff inside the boat, but we can't do any outside work. We can't test any the systems that need water, so that's that whole problem, and we'll get to that later on, and some of the issues that popped up with some of the new work that we had done, and we'll show you all those good new toys. Things are starting to work better now. And then they put it in the water, and we started to do some more work and get some more stuff on board the boat. And then we moved her over to Cap Santa Marina.
Because our stay was up at
at the North Harbor docks.
We weren't quite ready to leave town.
Yeah, we had a problem with our Starlink. We need a new cable, so we'll show you that whole fiasco that we did today. And we had a great late breakfast with Jim and Rosie from Sea Venture too, and they're just great people. Yeah, they're really great people. So, and then we left for the islands, and that's where we're at right now. But
you should mention it was raining.
It was raining. You'll see that. So let's go back in time and go for that part as we head to the islands in the rain.
So, welcome to season 4.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're happy to be here, and we're happy to have you along for the ride.
We're happy to be done with that first week of all the work. Here we go. Okay, let's turn back the clock a few days. So, the fun part, all the loading of the stuff on board. Had to pick up the new cooler, the new master stateroom mattress. So we got a foam mattress. We're going to see how that works out. And a big box of toilet paper, which is real important because when you're running around the islands and it may or may not be there. So we got a lot of that, special fast dissolving marine toilet paper. Really good price on Amazon from Scott Company. So reputable name. And we used it last year. It was really good. It's very important stuff. And here's the big mess. More stuff coming in.
We got a new mattress. It's the kind that comes in a bag, so we're just inflating it now.
Here's the new mattress. We got a Lucid 6-inch, which doesn't sound like much, but that's kind of what the old mattress was, and makes it easier to get in and out of bed.
Show the height that we have for headroom there.
So we have this. This is where your feet go when you're sitting at the settee upstairs. But we had the old mattress with a foam topper, because the old mattress was kind of a little too stiff, and it made it higher, and also the foam, the topper made it kind of hot, on warm days.
I'd like to interject. When Mike says that the mattress was a little stiff, one of our charters called it prison hard, which we have questions, like why did they know that? But they weren't wrong. It wasn't a very comcomfortable mattress.
No, it was the original too. So,
but the foam topper did make it hot.
So yeah, we got supposed to sit for 24 to up to 72 hours. So we should be able to get 36 or so out of it, because we're not going to sleep on it till tomorrow night. And so far, I think it feels pretty good.
Why aren't we sleeping on it tonight?
Because we weren't able to.
We have the amazing place to stay tonight, so we don't want to give it up.
That is nice. Yes. Yeah, it is nice. So, yeah, we'll further on in the season, we'll give you the full review once we get to test it out.
We've been kind of in a holding pattern all day. We were supposed to get launched at 9 o'clock this morning, but the tide was really super low, so we got bumped to 4 o'clock, and unfortunately most of the stuff that we had to do today involves being in the water or having water, so yeah, so I think Mike's just gonna go take Bailey for a walk. Her water bowl's knocked over.
I know, it's not.
Yay, it's finally our turn.
It's always fun watching the boat getting lifted by the trailer and moved to the ramp, and Amy is getting more used to watching it. No hyperventilating this time. And it is interesting for me to be aboard, feeling it going over bumps in the pavement rather than bumps in the water. I am always relieved when the engines start right up and I can back off the trailer and into the slip.
We're about to get ready to do today's chores. We're now in the slip, in the water, and all the stuff that we couldn't do in the storage yard, we got to do now. And I got the dinghy cover off, and I got to bring that down. Got to do a few things on there, make sure everything starts, because that won't be fun to be anchored out and find out we got some issue. And what do you have on tap?
I am marking anchor chain. I'm going to do the old-fashioned paint, and I'm going to try a new method. So we'll see how that works. I'll show you a little bit of that later. And provisioning, unpacking. I'm leaving the other crappy jobs for Mike.
Of course. A lot to do. It's a lot of work. So here we go.
So while the guys continue to chase down our mystery electrical issue, I'm going to keep working on the chain, and I have painted at 25 foot increments, but by the end of the season the paint seems to wear off, so I'm going to try to run some paracord and secure that, just sort of run it between the links and see if that gives us something that lasts a little bit longer through the season. Because in the past we've done zip ties and those break off and, you know, get in our drains, and you don't want plastic in the ocean. And so anyway, I'll let you know how that project goes.
So the dinghy started up very easily, right on the first crank. That was nice. Checked the fuel for water, nothing there, so that's good after 9 months of sitting. And I put a new prop on. We had too much weight, or a lot of weight, like 3 people and the dog. It didn't want to get up on plane, so I went down an inch in pitch. So we'll see how that works. I'm just going to take it out by myself and see how it does, just with me in there, that it doesn't over rev. That's because it also has a warning if it revs too high. But I only took out an inch, so it should be okay. Away we go. Well, everything ran well, so that was nice. One thing to check off the list.
Why is it always low tide when I have to load the groceries onto the boat? Why?
So guess where we're going to dinner?
We're going to A-Town.
Yeah, if you've been following along, you know we always have to go there. Let's go get some clam chowder.
Yeah, very excited.
We've been going to the A-Town Bistro since we first moved the boat to Anacortes in 2013, and it's always been so good. We started it out with the indoor picnic, and hostess extraordinaire Kate explained each of the items on the cutting board. And of course, we had to have their famous clam chowder. But they're also known for their creative cocktails.
You want to talk about your cocktail?
The Pierre Ferrand cognac, and then a Mr. Black coffee liqueur, simple syrup, cold brew, and then some mole bitters as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And just like that pie.
Oh, it's complex. It's not just like a 2-note cocktail. There's like a lot of stuff going on there. It's really good. You should get it. I'm gonna have more.
What we have for today, or what we've done already,
It's wasted a bunch of
I
time.
wasted a bunch of time trying to find a new Starlink cable. Our Starlink is saying disconnected, and we had this problem. If you look back 2 seasons, we had the same problem where nothing looked a problem with the cable, but the cable went bad. So we went over to a bunch of places. At one of them, the Walmart, said that they had the cable, and they didn't have the cable. And other places, like Home Depot, said they had the cable, they didn't have the cable. And then, so now we got one on Amazon coming tomorrow, even though we're supposed to pull out tomorrow, because we got to work that out. And hopefully it is just the cable, except that routing the cable is a big pain. Big pain in the butt. The hole it has to go through is with a bunch of other cables, and it's really tight. And then I have to do the water maker membrane. That's at the end of its life. It's doing fine as far as the dissolved solids, but it has a funky sulfur smell on the water. And so that's my project for today right now, besides cleaning the boat and doing a few other things. And where are you off to?
I'm provisioning, so I think that'll go better than the
Let's hope so.
the Starlink cable. There's multiple stores, and I can find substitutes. So yeah, I think mine will go better. But yeah, so that's on tap for today. I'm not bringing a camera to show you the grocery stores in Anacortes because they, it's a big enough town, and you have multiple grocery stores to provision here. So yeah.
So here's the membrane we got to change out. So I got to take all the goodies off the end, unmount it, and then take it apart. Seawater Pro has a nice YouTube video on how to do it. First time I've done it, so we'll see. Looks pretty easy, but you know, got to disconnect everything, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see how we do.
The first order of business was to disconnect the input and output hoses from the membrane. I haven't used a hairdryer for its intended purpose for years, but it is also handy for softening hoses for removal. Then it was just a matter of removing the membrane housing from the transom. Once out and on the deck, the rods are unbolted and removed, and a rubber mallet is used to gently pop off the end caps. Now the old membrane is slid out. The new membrane is unpacked and slid back into the housing. The rods are put back in and bolted tight. The membrane goes back on the wall and the hose is reconnected. The next step is to turn on the pumps, build pressure, check for leaks, and check for the quality of the product water.
So our plan for today is we're finally pulling away from the North Harbor docks, where we've been working on the boat for several days.
Now there's a little bit of a logistical issue.
Yes.
Because our dinghy is out back, but there's a boat next to us now. So.
Yeah, so we got to pull back, go out a little bit, and lift it up. So not a big deal. But
And then we're also waiting for the Starlink cable.
yes, with the Starlink cable, which failed again. And so that's supposed to come in this afternoon, fingers crossed. But we have to be out of here by noon because another boat's coming in.
And actually, we have to be out of here earlier because we get to go meet somebody for lunch.
Exactly. We have to go see our friends Jim and Rosie, and they're going to meet us for lunch. So we got a few hours, hopefully, at Cap Sante, and then we're going to head off to somewhere, and we'll see where we go.
Depending on what time it is, we'll pick a spot.
Yep. So just hopefully it all goes well, and the cable comes in on time, and that fixes it. Yeah. So and off we go.
Yeah, and the boat is finally getting almost picked up.
Yeah. It takes a lot of effort.
Finding places to put stuff on a boat is a challenge.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah. All
Cool.
right. Well, I was going to say off we go, but we're
Off
not
we
quite
go.
there
I
yet.
already said it.
Okay.
It wasn't a long run, but we did have to stop and drift to put the dinghy up on the deck. Then it was a short stop at Cap Sante to wait for our Starlink cable.
Okay. Samantha at North Harbor Diesel just did us a solid, and she hand delivered our long-awaited Amazon package of the cable, the Starlink cable. So hopefully this will get us up and running.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it was super sweet of her to do that. It's pouring rain, and we didn't want to have to walk. So yeah, much appreciated.
Well, we've gotten a lot further. At least it sees that it has a dish now. We just have it running right now, down, out, and up. Because the next hard part will be having to take the old cable out, run the new cable through. And that's the hard part because it takes a couple turns and goes through some really small holes. Or the holes aren't so small, but they are now after all the other stuff that's going through there. So
My standards have lowered. Like, I could be fine with this cable now.
yeah, exactly. We can just have it sitting here on the floor, and then Bailey will probably trip over it.
All right, let's get underway.
Let's go. Now we're off to see where we're gonna.
Where are we going?
We'll take a look at Eagle Harbor if
Okay.
there's more involved, and then we'll just head over to. If, it looks okay to cross the strait. We'll head over to Blang Bay, I guess.
Okay, sweet.
Here we go.
It felt good to be finally heading out. But spoiler alert, we will be back shortly, maybe more than once. The rain continued, but the water remained calm.
It's a little wet out here. It's not raining hard, it's just raining. It's not very windy, but there's enough that it's blowing underneath the bimini here and getting me wet. I'm gonna have to go down and get my foulies. Go from down below. We still can, but one of our windshield wipers we have to replace. So many things in the off season that you find need attention, that break, where they're not even being used.
I'm like, OJ, it doesn't fit.
As we passed Eagle Harbor, it was full, so we continued on to our second choice, Blind Bay on Shaw Island.
Well, we decided to come downstairs. It was getting very wet up there. And even though we're under the bimini with the little breeze and going underway, it was getting us pretty wet. So we are underway down here, and our one working windshield wiper, that one broke on us when we first tried it today. So I've got 2 more whole arms coming. Amazon to go to Friday Harbor, so we'll go by there and pick that up next week. Always something to do on a boat, keep you busy.
We dropped the hook in our favorite spot in the bay, with plenty of room available. Join us in our next episode when we dinghy over to Shaw Island and have a beer at the Captain's Tap Room. And we talked with one of the owners of Channel Marker Cidery. I struggle pulling our new Starlink cable. The next day we head to Westcott Bay to watch the Roche Harbor fireworks over the hill. And of course we have to go to Westcott Shellfish for oysters. And only one thing would make Amy smile more than oysters, and that's when we get a new subscriber. So please, for me, make her smile and subscribe.